and welcome to the Backend of Business podcast. I'm Colin Murphy, the founder of Maybell Tech Agency, and this podcast is where we talk about actually what happens behind the successful online businesses. The launches, the automations, the systems, the customer journeys, and all the back-end structure, which most people overlook. So after years of working with different businesses, I've realised something. So most businesses don't struggle because their offer's bad. It's because their back end is messy, and it's not their fault. They don't actually know what is needed in place. Loads of things are disconnected, everything's being done manual, and it just stops you from growing in the way that you want. So inside the podcast, I'm going to be showing lots of different things, breaking down my freebie, the Shit Out Launch framework, to show you exactly how you can grow your business in a way that feels good for you. So if you're struggling in these places, this podcast is definitely for you. You are in the right place. This is the Backend of Business podcast. Today we're doing the first part of the series about my Shit Hot Launch framework. So this framework is a framework that I use with all of the launches that I do within Maybell and all of the steps that we take. So I wanted to create a freebie which helped you create the best launch for you, but make sure that you don't miss the steps that you need in the launch. But also a really good step-by-step guide in simple terms, like I mentioned before, simple terms to make things easy for you. So as I mentioned last time, promotion is the backbone of a Shit Out launch. So launch doesn't convert just because the funnel exists. So we can create that funnel for you. We can make the best funnel ever, but you've got to go out and show it to the world. So it converts because people see it. The more people that are entering your lead magnet, your masterclass, your challenge, whatever you are doing as your free, the more people that become potential buyers. So think of it as more eyes on the free, more leads. More leads equals more conversions equals more sales for you. So your funnel and automation create a structure, but promotion is what brings it to life. So which means you consistently directing people into this freebie through social media posts, through emails and video content, through reels, through ads if you're using paid ads, and collaborations, partnerships, being on podcasts, all different ways to get your freebie out there to the world. So just think, the more people entering the top of that funnel means the stronger your launch results, the more people at the bottom. So today we're going to start with stage 1. So this is the lead setup. So it's where the audience enters your launch. So at this stage, where your audience first enters your launch, your lead magnet becomes the entry point to your world. So everything that links back to this entry point, people can discover you. So thinking about getting this out wherever you can. So there's all well having this set up again, but getting it out to as many people to be able to discover it as possible through different channels, but before moving to your actual launch journey. So when creating this lead, first of all, we need to think what it is that you're having. Are you going to create a freebie? Is it going to be PDF format? Is it going to be a video? It can be video download. It can be a masterclass, a workshop, a challenge. I always used to do really good challenges when I was a coach. So 3-day challenge, 5-day challenge. They are amazing to be able to get people into your world at loads of people at one point. Loads of people at one point that are going to be on something over a couple of days, meaning you've got some live touch points with their people. You can interact with them. So we're going to look at the steps that we're going to take to be able to create this freebie. So we're not going to be looking at any further steps until the next episode of the podcast next week. So your first one is your branding. So what we're going to do for brand wise, your branding is so important. If you know me and Maybell, we're not just about creating the tech. The branding is, for me, the best part. I love creating branding. So making sure that it looks good. It's uniform to your branding yourself. So it doesn't have to be in your exact branding. Each service that you do can have its own little personal branding, but they link back. So I always think either using the same fonts or the same colours within it, but different photos of you, different elements. So if you're creating something in Canva, think about the things that lead back to it. So the branding for the Shit Hot Launch framework is money. So we've got like floating money. We've got the green and gold from my initial branding. And then there's photos of me in this as well, which are photos that are linked to my end product. So my end product for the Shit Hot Launch framework is the launch build. So my photos link back to that, meaning that when my launch build gets built, it's all going to be in the same branding as the Shit Hot Launch framework, just slightly different. So you don't want it to look the same, because then if we know if you share something out on social media and they say it takes 7 times for someone to see something, if they keep seeing the same thing and it always looks the same, they'll think, oh, we've already seen that before. It'll not make a difference for them. So your branding first. So we're going to look at your lead magnet branding, your visual style, so your colours, your fonts, imagery. Then your next step is looking at your funnel. So your steps needed, and I'm not going to tell you exactly how to make these things, but creating a funnel for your lead magnet can be done in different platforms. I use Kartra. Kartra is my favourite platform to work on. It's an all-in system, meaning you can create pages in there, you can create payments, you can do email marketing, you can do everything, email marketing, webinars, you can pull all your pages together and create a website. It's just got everything needed in one place. You can have memberships and courses and things like that in Kartra as well. MailerLite is a good one to be able to use if you wanted to use a free option. Different platforms create different levels of like quality of pages. So like Kartra, you can create a really good high quality page. MailerLite, not as much, but you can still make an amazing page in MailerLite and also do your email marketing there. You want to think about systems that talk to each other. So if you're creating something in Standstore, is a new favourite of mine. If you want to create something in like Standstore, you've got to think, when people download this, where do their email addresses go? Because it needs to be collecting emails at all time. That's the whole point of this, is that you're exchanging your freebie for that email for you to be able to do the next step, which is the email marketing for it, your automations, your sequences. So the first step is finding somewhere. So Standstore, a good cheap option, around £23 a month. I'll pop an affiliate link in the bottom there for you if anybody's interested in signing up. There's Kartra, again, I'll drop my affiliate link in there. Kartra starts at around 50. It's in dollars. It's $59 for your first one, which only gives you, then you only get a couple of pages in there. The standard Kartra is around, I'm going to say $97 to $107 a month. But it gives you like your unlimited packages. The more you go up, the more you get with Kartra. So you're looking at creating this lead magnet. So you're going to create the opt-in page, the lead magnet page, the squeeze page, whatever you want to call it, for people to sign up. So you're going to look at making sure you've got everything on there. You've got the different, who it's for, what it's going to do for them, a nice little photo in there, a little bit of information about you and your business, and then a form to capture their details. When you've got that, we're going to look at the thank you page. So where's it send it to after? So on your thank you page, you've got a few different options. You've got just a straight up thank you, check your emails. If there's a Facebook group or anything linked to a live challenge or somewhere you want to send them to, that's where you pop that. And then you can do an optional add-on, so like an upsell. So if you wanted to sell something cheap, that's where you put in that thank you page. So in some of my thank you page funnel, for my funnels, I have like a download or something for around £7 to £10, just a little bit of something that helps you bring a little bit of money in, especially if you're doing ads. It's going to cover some of the costs for your ads as well. So your next step is creating the back end for the lists and where they're going to go into the emails. They sign up, they come into your system, and they need to be on some sort of list that is going to be able to make it clear for you where you are who you're going to be emailing. So you'd have like your main list, and then you'd have a list for this. So I'd have a list called the Shut Up Launch Framework, meaning that I can see exactly who is coming in, how many people. I can click in and see if they've opened this page, they've opened this certain email address, this email that I've sent to them, and I can then email this whole lot of people again in the future. So creating a list, an audience or a segment, whatever it's called, tags and things, and put all them on in that place. I like to create a tag at each step so I can also see what step they've gone through. So then we've got as email automation. So the email automation is a sequence of emails and nurture emails that are going to help sell for you. So we're going to look at writing emails that go out. So you've got your welcome email that goes out straight away. So as soon as they buy, they're going to get a you're in email, download your PDF here, download or join this Facebook group, whatever they need to do. After that, you're going to wait, and you're going to have a day later, you're going to send another email out. It might be an email which is a little bit about you. So an email about you, it could be value giving email, a little bit of educational. So we're not going straight into like, buy my product, buy my service. It's taking them through a journey. So we're going to give them a little bit about you at first. The email that comes out a day later, a couple of days later, is going to be the value led or teaching email. Then the next one is going to be a client testimonial or a case study or something that you've got about working with you. If you've not got that yet, it can be a little bit of a story. It could be a story behind you using this freebie or whatever it is. Because most of us, we go into coaching because we've been through this journey ourselves and we struggle with this thing. So it could be your little story and how this thing helped you go from A to B. Then we can talk about the problem that you solve. So the next email, looking at problem solving, how you solve the problem, how you took this person from A to B, or how you can take them from A to B. And then the next email, we're looking at bringing that offer in. So start talking about so I would bring it in probably the one before. So we're looking at their problems, we're digging deep, and then that's where we're going to drop in the doors are now open to this, or so many places for this are now available. And then the next couple of emails, depending on how deep you're wanting to go, are all sales emails where you're going to be talking about the offer, what the offer does for them, what it brings to them, breaking down your sales page, which you're going to do in the next step, breaking that down into little points. So once you've created all that and it's ready to go, then you can go and do your promotions. So there is a list on this Shit Hot Launch framework with all the promotion steps that you can go and take and all the things that you need to create. So your social media posts, your stories, any carousels, things like that, content and where you're going to put it. So that is stage one of the lead setup for the Shit Hot Launch framework. Next week, we are going to talk about the sales setup. So we're looking at how we're turning interest into clients. So come back for next week. If you've not yet downloaded the Shut Up Launch framework, go and download it. It's free. It's a PDF download. It's fantastic. And if you've not yet followed me on social media, my main platform is Instagram, Maybell Tech Agency. I'm going to pop the links in the show notes below, and I will see you later.